Hi, my name's Riley and I'm joined by Chelsea, Joel and Daniel, and we're going to talk to you today about sick leave costing employers. Sick leave, also known as absenteeism, involves employees taking out sick leave for days after public holidays, extension of weekends and general lack of motivation to work. This occurs frequently throughout the year in organisations across Australia. It reflects the Australian sickie culture where there are high rates of sick leave in large, particularly public sector organisations where employees are less likely to be engaged. Costs to the business include $33 million total in payroll costs, 92 million working days in Australia lost, 8% of payroll, $340 being the average cost of absenteeism and $3,230 being the average amount lost per business. It is also believed that 10 to 25% of sick leaves are non-genuine and are just occurrence from lack of motivation. The main issues influenced by sick leave within a business include controlling, ethical behaviour and social responsibility, motivation and rewards, human resource management, planning, and environment and diversity. Controlling is the measure of performance and the taking of action to ensure desired results. Ethical behaviour and social responsibility is the employee values aligning with the business values in regard to sick leave. Motivation and reward accounts for the level, direction, and persistence of effort expended at work. Human resource management is the set of policies designed to maximise organisational integrity, employment engagement, flexibility, and quality of life. Planning, which is the process of setting objectives and determining how to accomplish them. Finally, environment and diversity, involving the general workplace environment, including background conditions and leadership styles. I'll now pass you on to Chelsea to talk about the key issues.
Hi, I'm Chelsea, and I'm going to discuss the key issues which include human resource management, controlling, and motivation and reward. Human resource management is a set of policies that are based around attraction, development, and maintenance of a company's workforce, which supports organisational integration, employee engagement, flexibility, improvements in bottom line results, and provides the company with a competitive advantage. How employees perceive the way they are being treated at work by management relates back to the amount of time they will be absent from work. This can be a major issue regarding the cost to employers. If employees feel dissatisfied with how they are being treated, absenteeism will be increased. This related back to how poorly treated employees are more likely to have low work job satisfaction. One of the main tasks for human resource management is to introduce and create capable and responsible employees for the company. The HR team is responsible for creating a strong culture and work ethic by employing workers. The lack of flexibility in any organisation causes an increase in sick leave rates. Controlling is the process of measuring performance and taking action to ensure the planned outcomes are achieved. Absenteeism is heightened via lack of discipline systems and inadequate managerial systems. The decline in productivity is a direct issue related to a company's organisational control. Motivation is the level, direction and persistence of effort expended at the workplace. Rewards fall under two categories. Extrinsic rewards are rewards that are given/provided by someone other than yourself. Intrinsic rewards are those that occur whilst the job is being done or when the job is finished. Individuals' needs are their unfulfilled desires. Their desires, if not fulfilled, can create issues and dissatisfaction in the workplace. This lack of motivational rewards can lead to worker dissatisfaction. Highly motivated workers are created by effective management, providing rewards tangible and intangible. Quality goals are used as well. These lead to employee motivation and satisfaction, which result in less sickies being taken.
Hey, I'm Joel, and I will now talk about the relevant theories. The first issue discussed is human resource management. Firstly is hiring. Finding the right individuals to employ is the first process whereby the potential employee will submit a resume. This will include past employment, references, and background checks. With this information, the employer can determine whether or not the employee is reliable or not to minimize sick leave. This process can be further enhanced by implementing physical exams to ensure any limits or illnesses are found to limit the amount of sick leave. The next step is initiation. Integrating new employees into the business can be a challenging process. However, if done correctly, the new employees will pick up great traits and working patterns to ensure the minimization of poor behavior, such as people taking sickies to get an extra day off. Ensure great socialism is implemented into the new employees and ensure they understand your expectations as an employer. If the process is neglected, it could lead to an undesired patterns and bad behavior within employees' work schedules. Lastly, progressive development and engagement. Enabling employees to consistently improve their work skills and appraisal of their efforts will enhance their attitude about the workplace to ensure they stay committed to the business. Lack of engagement and development will result in employees being discouraged with their achievements and increasing stress levels. This then potentially leads to employees feeling underappreciated in the work area, resulting in less motivation to achieve greater results and a tendency to miss work, further costing the business money. The next issue is control. Firstly, setting objectives and standards. Employees will be more inclined to work progressively and ensure the company's best interests if standards are set where employees are required to continuously reach goals and objectives. This management process establishes a trend in requirements to ensure employees remain on the right track for overall achievement. If a strategy such as this is not set, then this potentially leads to dissatisfaction in the work environment, leading to employees falling into bad habits. Then we have peer influence. Techniques such as client control can be implemented to ensure all employees act with supportive intentions for the business. This will influence the behavior of the employee to coincide with their peers. For example, if current employees are encouraged by the prospect of achieving weekly goals for the business with hard work, new employees will take by example and ensure the company standards are maintained. If the consistent trend remains, it will ensure a social workplace with little room for undesired behavior that will affect the company financially, such as sick leave. Lastly, under the issue of control, we have discipline systems. This is shown to influence employee behavior through reprimand. Progressive discipline, in particular, where with multiple occurrences the severity of the discipline increases up to and including termination. If employees fall into bad habits such as regularly taking sick leave around public holidays, enforcing the fact that if the behavior continues, further discipline will be enacted. The main outcome to be reached with the process is to achieve compliance to ensure all employees have the right attitude towards work. The last key issue is motivation and rewards. One theory is performance-driven pay. The idea of merit pay is a great incentive for employees to work towards the company's best interests and reduce the possibility of an unmotivated work environment. Employers even influence change in how an employee thinks of sick leave, whereby they are given a specific amount of sick days, ensuring minimal financial loss, due to the employees less likely to take sick leave if they know it directly affects their pay. Next is the reinforcement theory. The idea hinges on the fact that if employees achieve their required goal or target for the week, it ensures positive feedback is given. Positive feedback is a necessity in the work environment, as employees thrive when they are reassured they have done the right thing, and it implores them to continue to work hard and maintain company standards, as well as organizational behavior modification, whereby different reinforcement strategies will be used depending on the employer's behavior. For example, as above, giving positive feedback when employees do the right thing, but also if they haven't achieved their goals, withhold rewards so they work harder the next time. This will in turn ensure the employee's behavior is in the company's best interest. Finally, the two-factor theory. The employer will prefer to create an environment in which employees can thrive to their highest potential. The two factors will influence job dissatisfaction, hygiene, or satisfaction, satisfiers. Hygiene factors include salary, working conditions, co-worker relations, etc., whereby improving them will decrease the level of job dissatisfaction. Satisfiers factors include recognition, personal growth, advancement, etc. Hence, improving these increases employee satisfaction, and if employees are satisfied with their job, they'll be less inclined to miss days and affect not only the business, but their position in the business as well.
Hi, I'm Daniel, and I'll be talking about the problem-solving objectives and how they can be implemented to cut the cost of sick leave on the business. Human resource management's possible solutions to reduce the number of sick days taken by Australians can begin with better training. Orientating new employees to establish the foundation and ensuring current staff understand and follow correct procedures should be implemented. This training enhances the knowledge and skills of employees, thus improving the understanding of what is expected of them. Before hiring, inquire with previous employers about a potential employee's history in regards to sick leave. This screening process can filter out possible sick leave abusers. If employees are consistently exploiting paid sick leave, human resource managers should be upfront in questioning why and trying to find a solution to the problem. If abuses continue, management should consider termination of these problem employees. Management could consider implementing the following controls to cut down on days off due to illness. Firstly, possibly redesigning jobs to minimise stress and increase job satisfaction among employees. Making tasks easier to handle or rotating staff between jobs can assist in boosting morale, resulting in staff having less sickies. Employers may insist on constricting the amount of paid days off due to illness. Limiting employees to a set amount of days off per year would restrict the use of fabricated leave. Management may enforce a system requiring staff to acquire medical certificates to verify illness. This ensures that staff only have days off for legitimate reasons. Introducing a mandatory flu shot amongst employees. Paid flu shots result in short-term expenses but reduce the risk of staff contracting a virus such as common cold and spreading amongst other staff members. Employers looking to boost morale and increase efficiency may want to set goals for their team, both personal and group goals. Encouraging specific tasks to be achieved quicker and more efficiently can aid in increasing the morale and focusing on being a positive workplace for employees. Rewarding employees for zero unexplained absenteeism by paying out unclaimed sick leave becomes an added incentive for employees not to have days off and take their sick leave. Implementing a reward system, encouraging staff to achieve goals and rewarding based on performance and their contribution. Rewarding employees helps motivate and assist positive workplace behaviour.
A notification of absence. This needs to be a well-documented notification of why the employee was off sick. Notice should be given directly to managers as soon as possible, stating the duration of sick leave, the nature of illness. Medical certificates may be asked for. Coverage of staff on personal sick leave. When an employee is granted sick leave, the manager should assess the need for coverage in order to maintain workflow. The assessment of need for staff replacement should take account of the likely duration of the period of absence, the nature of the roles and functions of the absent employee, any outstanding or urgent projects the absent employee is responsible for, the likely impact of non-replacement of the employee on another staff or vital services, and the availability of effective and timely staff replacement. Monitor sick leave absences. The manager should ensure each day of the sick leave is recorded. This will show any occurring trends or patterns. Keeping a daily register will show the manager who regularly misses attendance at work. Managers should make sure procedures, regulations and practices are always followed and that every employee is aware of the sick leave policies. If an employee fails to comply with any of the policy requirements, managers should discipline that employee via oral or written warning.